Am I the Asshole is huge, bro. Oh, okay. So this one's pretty interesting because we know that Rogaine is like a big pool player. I'm kind of a pool player. I'm not that great, but am I the asshole for beating my date in a game of pool? So for context, I am quite good at the game. I play regularly and against good opponents, two of which are in my country's nationals. Okay, so like let's insert Rogaine into this scenario here. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. He did. That's where that's where I'm tugging and pulling from. That is 100% where I'm tugging and pulling from. That's a wild sentence to say too, by the way, for me. So I went on a date with a girl last Saturday, went to a pool bar as she had mentioned. She likes playing pool. I said I know a spot. I picked her up at her place and we went to the bar. We got some drinks, settled in, and then we played our first game. I was taking it easy, just enjoying the moment. We played a few more rounds and then ate. While talking, I mentioned the two mates of mine who play nationals. So she then said, next game, don't go easy on me. Okay. We played a few more. I made it a bit more challenging for her to win. Nothing impossible, just a bit more of a challenging game. And just before we left around 10 to 11 p.m., we racked one last game and I decided to just play it normally. I cleared the table on break, not to show off, but just for fun. We finished our drinks and I paid the bill and we left. On the ride back to her place, she was extremely quiet, like noticeably less talkative. I thought nothing of it. She must have been tired. I dropped her off and went home. When I got home, I saw a message from her saying, I asked you not to go easy on me, but I didn't mean turn it into a statement. It honestly felt a bit like an ego thing at the end, and it made me uncomfortable. I was taken aback by the message and haven't heard from her since after sending her a message explaining it was nothing of the sorts. The last game wasn't me trying to show off or anything of the sort. I had a good break, sunk 2 stripes, and had good positioning on the rest of them. Seeing as she said, don't go easy, I just played it out how I normally would. Am I the asshole? Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty obvious, like, she put herself in that situation. Let's see what the direct quote was that she said. Don't go easy on me. If you ask a national not to play easy on you, I mean, you don't get a turn in pool. You're just, sitting on the side, sipping your beer and just watching the professional take control of the game. Yeah, this is like a very not the asshole type of situation. It sounds like they played even more than 2 games after she said this statement. And then at the very end, he was just like, okay, I'm going to like obliterate her in this last game before we go home. That's what it seems like. So honest to God, dude, that's probably where he fucked up on, is after saying this, you don't like gradually step up the difficulty with multiple games. You just fucking whoop her ass with this section here. Like, and then you're like, oh yeah, that's me going all in. And she's like, oh, okay. And then you just tone it down a little bit. But she sucks here, honestly. Anyone getting that upset over something that silly ain't worth dating. I agree. Yeah, I was just speculating on like the part where I'm thinking of what made her mad probably. He was probably way too good on multiple games. It sounds like he played like 3 extra games after she said don't go easy on me. But also, I mean, like, it sounded like this was this guy's date idea. He's like, hey, I'm a fucking country national pool player. Want to go to a pool, like a pool hall? And if you agree to that, just know you're on a date with a fucking Olympian pool player. But yeah, this guy is totally not the asshole. Let's see what people said about this. Mild, you're the asshole. She asked you not to hold back. You continued to hold back, and she probably ended up feeling confident and good about herself. If you had just immediately not held back, I think she'd be the asshole for acting poorly to what she... Dude, that's what I was saying. Yeah, but I mean, still, I don't think he's like... I don't agree with this at all. The guy just sounded like he was just oblivious. But yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. But I don't agree with this mild asshole take. What's the OP's name here? Nether Professor? Cool. That was an interesting one. For skipping my own surprise birthday party once I found out it wasn't really for me. I told a friend she couldn't bring her child to my event. Ooh. Yeah, but imagine if you play the level you play at the whole time and you just look braggadocious. That is actually pretty crazy. Like, you're just like, hey, baby girl, you wanna watch me clear the table? And then you just fucking not even give her a chance to play at all. But here's also the thing, dude. If you're like this is like you play a game against her, then you go into some coaching tips. You're like, hey, I'm a professional. I'm going to teach you how to play pool. And then whenever she's like kind of lining up, you could like go behind her and reposition. And then that's kind of whenever she gets a whiff of your Tom Ford that you're wearing. I don't know if that would work. But instead, that's the issue with that date was he was just trying to play pool against her. If he went into like a little teaching course, you could have made that a little more romantic of a date and avoided the whole asshole situation altogether. I think going on a date at something you spend way too much time doing might not be the best idea. Yeah, like I agree with that. I feel like fun date ideas is like something that's foreign to you and foreign to like the other person, so you learn a new activity together. Bro, honestly, like what I found out was like a fun date idea was axe throwing, because you know there's technique to axe throwing, but it's like something that both parties can learn to do. Also, it's a pretty fun activity while you can talk with each other and there's no like competition. Yeah, maybe avoid dates that involve competition, because obviously you know, baby girl here couldn't handle the heat. Am I the asshole for leaving because my SIL hid my shoes to keep me from taking walks? What's SIL? Bro, mini golf's a really good one. So here's the mini golf's a really good one to like it can be competitive, but like if you make it competitive, that's like kind of wild to me. I don't know anybody who would want to make mini golf a competition. Am I the asshole for leaving because my sister-in-law or son-in-law hid my shoes to keep me from taking walks? If someone gets mad at mini golf, you don't want them in your... Dude, fucking facts. But also maybe I wonder if women like to use mini golf as a litmus test for men when it comes to composure control. Like if you just see like if you're the woman and you see like the man you're on a date with at mini golf just mauling because he couldn't put the ball in between like the windmill, you know, women take tips. That's how you see if somebody can handle their shit or not. That's the thing. If I've been on dates like that, dude, where I have like the woman I'm with just beat the shit out of me, and whenever little sport or game we're playing, like I think it's kind of cute whenever they get all excited because they're like, haha, I beat you. It's like, thank God we're not boxing right now. That's a sport you would not survive, especially against Big Henny. Sorry if there are any sentences that are missing words. This was over 5,000 characters when I first wrote it, so I had to edit it down. She is my sister-in-law, not my sister. Catch me on a date in Counter-Strike. My date never winning the 1v1. Dude, honestly, wouldn't that be fucking sick for content? I need to build up I need to like build some more traction. I like that as like a content idea. Like it's date night, but it's like 1v1s on like Counter-Strike or Fortnite or little games like that. Dude, we need to, me, you, and user need to cook up something and host like a little event, dude. That would be fucking sick. My sister-in-law has 3 little ones, and her husband, my stepbrother, had to leave the country for work for a few months. I offered to stay so I could help her out when and where needed, and she happily accepted. I live across town, so it's not that far. I was there for 3 days when my sister-in-law commented on me going on daily walks. I have taken a daily walk of at least a mile since October of 2018. Bro remembers whenever he started getting his daily exercise in. Yes, even with a cold. Yes, even in cold weather. Yes to all of it. On nice days, the walk is usually 4 miles. At my sister-in-law's, I started taking a path that was about 2 miles. I asked if she wanted me to watch the kids while she got some exercise, and she scoffed. and said she was too busy, but it must be nice. I was a little puzzled since I was offering to help, but the comments kept coming. She kept trying to poke holes, but it's not really a mile every day, right? And what would you do if you broke your foot? Would you get anxious if you couldn't take a walk? Then one morning I couldn't find my shoes. My sister-in-law woke up an hour late. I was eating breakfast with the kids and I asked her. She told me to go check the back door, and when I'd gotten back, she pointed at them by the door and said I must have missed them. I took my walk after telling her that her joke wasn't funny. She was annoyed, and when I got back and told me that she thinks I need to see a therapist over my anxiety/obsession, I told her that I do have a therapist, and she said I clearly need a new one because this one isn't helping. I asked her point blank, why does it bother her so much if I want to take a walk? She said I was supposed to be there to help her with the kids, and I'm disappearing for hours at a time. I told her that my walks take about 30 minutes, and I'm doing it while they have downtime. I put my shoes in the guest room with the rest of my things, and they were gone the next morning. I just said fuck it and packed my things and left. My sister-in-law called me when I was on my way home and said I was overreacting and being childish, and this is why I'm single and alone. I told her that I don't play these stupid games and that I would still pick up the girls and stay until she got home from work, but that she's on her own for everything else. Am I the asshole? Edit. Okay, I did not expect to be told I'm not the asshole to this degree. I thought a lot more people would have arguments why I was, since it has nothing to do with taking care of kids. This one is like a fucking, I'm not gonna lie, I felt like pretty autistic reading this. Like, does a normal person get upset about a guy getting daily exercise? It seemed like it seemed like the sister-in-law was more angry about the fact that this guy just loves his daily walks over the fact that he's gone and away from the house like at big lengths of time. Like, this felt like a weird judgment call towards the fact that this guy just made sure he was on his routine. That's kind of what I'm getting from that. OP has offered the following explanation for why they think they might be the asshole. I told my sister-in-law that I was going to stay while my stepbrother was out of town, which would make parenting easier on her, but I left because she was doing stupid stuff with my shoes to stop me from taking walks, and it was pissing me off, so it's making it harder for her to take care of the kids. Yeah, this is such a stupid fucking, like, prompt. Does she expect you to be her nanny/maid on duty 24/7? She's angry OP took an extended unpaid break from his unpaid job. Yeah, like you thinking like the sister-in-law is a weirdo? I'm kind of thinking that. Yeah, and also here's what I will say about this. This section right here. My sister-in-law called me when I was on my way home and said I was overreacting and being childish, and this is why I'm single and alone. That emotional response right there to do a quick jab on the homeboy is definitely like kind of more self-explanatory to why she was like, what am I trying to say? Yeah, projection. There we go. This was an interesting one. Just trying to go on a daily walk. Oh, dude, this is like a big deal in gym culture now. Have you been like when you're doom scrolling? I don't know if you're a doom scroller, Jabin, such as myself, but there's lots of gym videos where, like, you know, lots of women will film a lot of their workout sessions. It's not just women; guys film their workout sessions too. Everybody's filming their workout sessions. But there's like a content loop with women primarily that shows them working out, and they're trying to catch like the dudes in the gym, checking them out while they're working out. It's like a gotcha content thing. This one sounds like this is a guy that is upset for being in the videos. Caffeinated Goblin. Okay, so this is what is there. Maybe I should find one that's like, so these are all posts of not the asshole. Are there like undecided ones? Like posts that don't say asshole or not the asshole? If you sorted by the new most likely. Okay. My Miskiff arc. You know, I love how every time user hops into my stream, it's just like a full fucking stray every time. You know, maybe we could hit you with like the 1 week ban here. The 1 week timeout. I'm dying to hit this button, dude. I'm dying to hit this button. Well, like your chats always like heavily insinuate like some kind of diss. Like it's not a positive comment. It ain't. And I do want to see the stray. I mean, you're a bully to begin with, so you hate me. You hate my guts. Ooh. Let's do this one. Am I being angry at my boyfriend over poor personal hygiene? I'm a 23-year-old woman. Just cannot wrap my head around the fact that my boyfriend, who's 22, does not practice good personal hygiene. I've spent too much time with too many exes in the past who refuse to take care of themselves. Anyways, I was talking to him today, and something came up about the fact he hadn't brushed his teeth in 2 days. Yuck. On top of that, he also happens to have a horrid showering schedule as well. For some context, he has really bad diagnosed ADHD and is unmedicated and is against it too. He struggles very much with task initiation and finding the motivation to do a lot of things. He tells me that sometimes he needs a little motivation and a little help to start these things. And quite honestly, it feels to me like I'm mothering him because every day I have to mention, go take a shower or go brush your teeth. And half the time he doesn't even listen to me when I remind him. I feel like I'm going crazy and now we are arguing about this. He's saying I'm judging him based on his disability, having poor mental health, and says it's not fair to just expect me to figure it out. So am I the asshole? Yeah, poor hygiene is like an instant problem. Yeah, and here's what I will say, like he can't use he has really bad diagnosed ADHD. Okay, so he's diagnosed with ADHD but he's unmedicated. And I feel like, I mean, you're a 22-year-old guy, and if you know your diagnosis, I feel like it's your like responsibility to get that checked out. And you know, like I know some ADHD meds can raise like your blood pressure and shit. So you just go back to the doctor and try a different one. I don't know why he isn't taking the meds though. There's no explanation on that. Yeah, lack of hygiene is like a big sign of fucking depression. Yeah, and also like the last thing you need in a relationship is the 25 worst streams I've ever seen. There's your stray. Yeah, you're a liar. I don't believe in that. But yeah, dude. This is like you don't sign up to a relationship to be a mother, I guess. Yeah, it needs to go take it. This, I don't know why, but whenever I was reading this, like take a shower, go brush your teeth. I don't know why while I was reading this, I was thinking of the guy who was playing World of Warcraft and he was shitting his pants while his mom is like screaming at him to go wipe his ass.
Demetrius, get off the game, go to the bathroom and take a shit. Now.
Hey.
Bathroom and shit now. Go to the bathroom and take a shit. I can smell you. Get off.
Hey,
go to the bathroom.
Get out.
Go to the bathroom. I can smell you shitting yourself. Get up and go to the bathroom. Now.
No.
Get up and go to the bathroom.
Not yet. What the hell?
Go to the bathroom. You're shitting yourself.
Not yet. What the hell?
Go to the bathroom. You're shitting yourself.
Not yet. No.
I will rip everything apart. I swear to God. Go to the bathroom.
Not yet.
You're shitting yourself.
Not yet.
You're shitting yourself. Poop is coming out of your fucking asshole. Go to the bathroom.
Not yet. What the hell?
Go.
Not yet. No.
Go to the goddamn bathroom.
That's kind of what I was thinking. That's getting reminders from your significant other is like pretty sad. You ever see that Japanese girl people sent forth? Dude, yeah, bro, you told me, you showed me that video, like, bro, what was it? I mean, it was a while ago, but I do remember you showing me the cockroach girl. You did show me the cockroach girl.
This Japanese girl will at first disgust you for how proudly she lives in complete filth. Because for the rot princess, normal life is living in her apartment full of garbage, cooking and eating expired food, and using things with cockroaches crawling all over.
That is like a wild like memory. I totally forgot about the cockroach lady. Okay, so this was my first time really ever using like Reddit. So there's 75 comments on this. Can you just make a rule for yourself that as soon as you realize someone you're dating doesn't attend to your basic hygiene, you stop dating them? Based on this post, I think it would really help you level up as far as happiness and energy does. Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. That's kind of interesting. It's like maybe this is her fault because she's had like her bad run-ins with people who stink. You know, how many boyfriends does it take that stinky guys is like something? Maybe this is your fault for finding this gentleman. That's kind of like an interesting angle. Huh? Listen, it'll never get better. Trust me, it won't. It'll always be that way. Either break up with him and reclaim your life or face mothering his gross ass indefinitely. Imagine that rotten meat breath when you kiss her through. Oh my god. You're 23. Why are you wasting your time on a boy who needs to be reminded to brush his teeth? NTA ADHD really do be like that, but just tell him you won't come around until he's brushed his teeth and takes a shower. He's free to be filthy, but that doesn't mean you have to endure it too. Bro, the thing also is, I get if you have like some disabilities, but like that doesn't mean that like your ability to become self-aware of your issues is like out the door. You know, like I haven't brushed my teeth in 5 days, but I have ADHD, so what can I do? Yeah, like there's that, and that's probably like the different problem. Like your lack of like being a better human being. Like you got to go on the journey, and like I mean he's been acknowledged, it sounds like, multiple times about this shit. Yeah, so like a good example for like ADHD simple care tasks is like I'd say like there's lots of times where you could go into, like, let's say you need to clean the house. Your objective is to clean the house. And while you're cleaning the house, you're looking at or observing other things while you're cleaning the house, and like, oh, like I'm like vacuuming this room, but I'm gonna stop vacuuming because I see dirty dishes over there. I should probably do the dirty dishes. Then while you're doing the dirty dishes, you kind of look around and you see like a bunch of dirty little towels or whatever, and you're like, oh, like these need to be cleaned too. So you're kind of like going here, here, and here, and here, and here. You're cleaning, but like you're not getting anything done. I think that's maybe the line of how ADHD could work, but I don't think I have ADHD, so maybe I'm the wrong guy to ask. And I'm also not a fucking doctor. That was my wild shot, shoot in the dark. Hygiene comes down to routines. Yeah, that's true too. Dude, I worry that too. Dude, you want to hear a funny, like antidote? Is, there was one day in middle school where I forgot to put deodorant on. And I'm talking like I was at school with the worst smelling armpits in the fucking world. And I literally wanted to die with how bad it stank, and the entire classroom, bro, could smell my armpits. And nobody could like pinpoint where it was coming from. And it got into like the scenario where like it was like one of my I wouldn't say he's a buddy, but like I was just kind of cool with everybody. Like, I was chill. And this guy I was chill with was like kind of on this like investigation run. And he was like, hey, raise your armpits. Like, and he asked me that. And I gave him just like a side look like that, and he just like nodded his head and just stopped investigating people. So like I actually, because of that moment, I have like a huge fucking fear of like putting deodorant on, like lack of deodorant. If I don't put deodorant on, my whole fucking day's ruined because of that like PTSD moment. And there's like a girl in that class that was like uh one of the like hot popular girls there that I had a crush on. And what was so fucking weird was when I came back to visit Utah, Missouri, when I was living in Utah, it was Halloween and we were at P&L and I was dressed up as Yoshi riding mechanical bulls. That girl was there, bro, because she is friends with Ty Dolla Sign's wife, bro. And like I never really interacted or talked with this girl much, but I knew she was disgusted by my stinky armpits in middle school. But she saw me dressed up as Yoshi in a lime green t-shirt with like a Yoshi hat on. And she's like, "Oh my God, Travis, how are you?" And like I gave her a hug and I was like, this is such a fucking bizarre, like full circle moment. Like, God damn, dude. I mean, you have to have ADHD and still take care of yourself. I'm not saying the guy is excused. The fact he won't get medicine, but also won't work on it himself is the big red flag, more so than the hygiene issues. Dude, fuck yeah, man. And that's the thing. I've got some, I mean, I can actually relate to a lot of that post, a lot, because I have issues of not going to like the doctor or the dentist, really. But I'm not like a guy that like is avoiding brushing my teeth or like trying to, you know, be an unhealthy piece of shit. Like I should be better, but you know, I'm not ignoring certain things. I'm just ignoring the scheduled events to go to the dentist and the doctor. And I think a lot of that has like, I'm a workaholic. I was a workaholic for way too long, working like 15-hour shifts. So I was like, who has time to go to the dentist and the doctor when you're fucking working your ass off? That's how my brain was. But now we're going to be getting a sleep study soon. Getting the sleep study done. Going to be going to the doctor. Got to check out that blood pressure. And go to the dentist. And I think if I can find the time or the money to get this done, get some braces on my lower teeth, straighten those doggies out. You know what, Jabin? Maybe me and you should do. Me, you, and Alder are the Unk boys, and we need to do like some Unk activities together once you join the Dirty 30 Club. How about that? Oh, this is an interesting one. Am I the asshole for telling my boyfriend's best friend to fuck off? Bro, this is about like teenagers, 17-year-olds. Dude, Jabin, yeah, we could go on to... Okay, hear me out, Jabin. Dirty 30 Unk Club. Hit the golf course at my apartment complex and smash Mickeys. Now that's an any age activity, but I feel like us three should be doing we should be doing like activities just with the Dirty 30 guys. I don't want to leave user out, but you know, I like the idea of like the 30-year-olds having something exclusive because we're old guys that got back issues. That's my big thing, bro, is the back issues. I need to go to a chiropractor as well. Oh, why am I such an obnoxious fucking person? Oh, this is terrible. Yeah, all the whippersnappers. I'm sorry, user. You're getting close. You and Amira can hang out and you two can hang out with your finger paints. How about that? A year and some change. See, now, well, here's the thing, user. Now you have something to look forward to. You can hang out with us in a year. You know, that's pretty exciting, huh? Let's see what big drama the kiddos are doing now. Let's see how big their fucking problem is. Me and Amira will finger paint and drink Kool-Aid Jammers. Yeah, dude. I mean, honestly, I wish I could do that. Dude, that is kind of fucked up. That is fucked up. Okay, let's see what this is all about. Me and my boyfriend Jackson are both 17. I met Jackson through a wrestling meet, but he also plays a bunch of other sports. Okay, so we got Jackson, the Giga Chad jock. He's only been officially out for a few months now, and I'm the first. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, okay. He's only been officially out for a few months now, and I'm the first guy he's gone out with. It's been about 2 months, though, in like 80% of supposed to be dates, somehow his best friend Chance, also 17, ends up tagging along. We still haven't had a proper date yet. Oh, okay, so yeah, this is some like teenager drama. You know, whenever you're in the relationship and you try to go on dates and you keep bringing the buddy with you, it's like, you know, maybe the other person. Yeah, exactly, Jabin. Yeah, he just came out. So this guy is fresh in the game, just a few months. He's like a fresh catch for the other guy. I've tried being cool about it, especially because he says Chance just kind of invites himself. And even though I thought that sounded incredibly dickish, I put up with it. Since some of the things we had planned weren't necessarily specifically romantic stuff, I let it slide. I bring Henny on all my dates for emotional support. Sorry, babe. Henny stays in the room during sex. Yeah, and I got my sunglasses on too when that happens. And, you know, I can't see nothing. Yeah, that's how typically those kind of events go for. So that's what oh my God. All right, we're moving on. But Saturday, I planned this big romantic dinner at this fancy restaurant with literally just a reservation for 2. I saw Jackson show up with Chance, and I kind of lost it. I pulled Jackson aside and was like, what the hell? And he just says, Chance likes this place and wanted to come. I probably got way more pissed off than I should have, and I went up to Chance and told him to fuck off and had to stop inviting himself on our every date like a weirdo creep. Jackson started freaking out and apparently had a panic attack, and Chance took him outside to the car and got him to calm down. After Jackson calmed down, Chance pulled me away and explained that Jackson has really bad anxiety and been really nervous / anxious about being out and being alone on a date with a guy, and he was just being a buffer. That kind of ended the night, and Chance drove Jackson home. Was I the asshole? So I don't know what's up with Chance here that is pretty aware of like the situation. Well, why is Chance all up in this Jackson's guy's business? That's what I want to know. Like there's just like not like a social cue being picked up that like this is inappropriate for being in on this date. But also Jackson sounds like a fucking idiot too, because he's only a 17-year-old and doesn't understand the social cue. But, you know, that's a good point. That's a good point. Like, do you think there's like a love triangle thing going on? This sounds like there's it sounds like Jackson has like a little sneaky link or something. Jackson has only been out of the closet a little bit. It might be like he's afraid of being perceived on a date with a guy. Oh, yeah. That's a good point. Yeah, so it would make it look like it's you know, he's kind of like easing into being a gay guy. Where if his homie is there, it's a hangout. Yeah, there's a lot of it sounds like they're just a bunch of 17-year-olds that don't know how to communicate. That's what this really sounds like. Like, nobody's an asshole in this situation. All of you guys are just fucking stupid because you don't know how to have a discussion because you're 17. I really want to type that. But I also don't want to get banned from Am I the Asshole, like, immediately. Oh. I was wondering what kind of stupid childish shit would have been like the issue. Yeah, it's just maybe all three of you need help. Or all three of you just need more. No, all three of them don't need help. They all just need some fucking life experiences. You guys are in high school and you're going out of your way to see if you're a fucking asshole on Reddit. Just sit down, put your phone down, take a shower, and assess the situation. Gay dating is its own whole beast that develops way differently and later than straight dating for a lot of folks. Okay. Yeah. I probably could see it like that. I swear to God, every generation just learns to say that they're from the previous one. Yeah, I couldn't even imagine the like hurdles and hoops you gotta like navigate through with when you're you know, when it comes to gay dating compared to, you know, heterosexual dating. There's some experiences you got to go through. You got to do this, and you got to either throw up on someone's dick or get yours thrown up on. I don't make the rules. Yeah, brother. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it just sounds like, yeah, maybe they should all just get over it and just, you know, have a discussion. Be like, why does this keep happening? Yeah, instead of like, he just went straight up to the buddy and was just like, fuck you. Why do you keep showing up here? At this point, are you like mad at Chance? Who you really should be mad at is Jackson. Why does this idiot keep bringing his buddy on a date? I feel like Jackson's more of like the person that should be like getting talked at here. Hey, you don't tell like this guy's just you know, he's just present in the moment. This guy is the reason why this guy is present in the moment. Am I the asshole for getting an education? Another 19-year-old, another idiot. Yeah, that's kind of thinking. You know, that's kind of what I want to know is so a lot of the young kids think they're like, oh, am I an asshole? No, you're probably just an idiot.